There are some thoughts that tend to arrive quietly, not as panic, not even as sadness, just the sense that you are late. Late to understanding something, late to arrive somewhere, late compared to a version of life that seems to be moving more efficiently without you. I noticed it today while writing, not because anything specific went wrong, but because the page felt heavier than usual. When I feel behind in life, my writing changes. It becomes comparative. I start measuring where I am against where I imagined I'd be by now. The sentences rush ahead of themselves. They try to account for lost time. I don't always trust that feeling, but I don't ignore it either. Because feeling behind isn't really about time, it's about narrative, about the story you think your life was supposed to follow, and the discomfort of noticing it hasn't. Literature understands this well. Many of the characters we return to aren't late in any objective sense, they are simply out of sync with expectation. They arrive after the moment has passed, they hesitate when others move. They notice what was missed instead of what was achieved. And yet, those are the lives that stay with us. When I write on days like this, I don't try to correct the feeling. I don't tell myself that everyone moves at their own pace, even though that's probably true. I write from inside the lag. What it feels like to scroll and suddenly become aware of time, what it feels like to realize that other people's milestones have started to sound like deadlines. The page doesn't rush me, it doesn't argue, it doesn't remind me of what I've done well. It lets the feeling exist without turning it into evidence. That matters. Because the moment you start treating being behind as a flaw, you stop listening to what it's actually pointing toward. Often, when I look more closely, the feeling isn't saying I am failing, it's saying I'm changing directions or I'm carrying different priorities now, or the life I want requires a different kind of time. But those realizations don't arrive immediately, they come later, after the feeling has been written without being corrected. I think of a line from Rilke, one I return to often when time feels accusatory. Live the questions now. Not solve them now, not outrun them, live them. Writing gives me a place to do that. To let the sense of being behind sit on the page without turning it into urgency, without forcing reassurance, without pretending I'm ahead of anything. Just present, just here, moving at the pace I'm actually moving. If you're feeling behind today, you don't need to catch up. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to make the feeling productive. You can write from inside it. One page without timeliness, without deadlines and timelines, without comparison. Sometimes that's enough to remember that life isn't late, it's just not following a script. And neither are you.